Hello everybody, my name is Merc and we're back in the Shadow of the Erdtree expansion, specifically in the Specimen Storehouse, I believe, of the Shadow Keep. We died here at the end of the last episode. It happens. Why does this man look like he's got weird lighting? Once again, I forgot that this flies in the air before it flies to you, those embers. This leads down to that other path that we found, which led to a bridge that led westward. So we don't need to go back this way. I didn't think it was going to be a whole nother path over there, so we didn't end up getting our souls back. Couldn't quite remember if he was there, but my instincts held true. I remember this part. This is a new session, playing the next day. This is now like the third or fourth day since the game came out. We'll say fourth day. Came out on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Actually, it might be the fifth day now. It came out late on Thursday. I thought it was coming out Friday. It technically did come out Friday, midnight or whatever, but I think it was like a worldwide release, so we got it like on 6 p.m. Day 4 or 5. Time flies when you're having fun, turns out. For the most part, I would say I am having fun, although I'm sure some of my episodes I sound like I have a grudge or something against the game, but I think part of that would be as a result of, you know, like repeatedly dying gets you frustrated. Like, there's other factors at play as to why I would be frustrated with the game, but for the most part, I mean, I come here because I want a hard game, right? I don't want to just waltz through this whole experience. But I do have, you know, design complaints. I'm still not convinced that the Erdtree blessing, what we're at 11 now, is necessarily a good idea. I understand the purpose of it because they wanted people, no matter what level you are, so if you were barely cutting by like me, or perhaps even earlier at like level 80 or something, if you barely beat Moog, they want you to be able to succeed just as well as someone who is like level 250. Okay. That might be a way to handle these Ember Mages. Ember Knights? I think I was going to call them Crimson Knights. Any variation of that will work. But yeah, so they implemented this system in the DLC where if you get the Erdtree fragments, you can use them to get a blessing, and once you use your blessing, it's or rather, you don't use the blessing. Once you use the item on the bonfire, it makes you 5% more resistant to damage and 5% stronger versus enemies. So what that means is there's basically a second leveling system in this DLC, which some people are less happy with. They're making their voices known on the Steam review page, I believe. I haven't actually seen for myself, but I've heard people talking about it. Some people are not happy with this DLC, I think. For the most part, I think I am. We'll just see how the game decides to progress. I think for the most part, like, I expected Shadow Keep here to be much worse, but so far it doesn't seem that bad. Like, I just conveniently dodged both of those without getting hit, and I got healed as a result of my message being good. What are these messages? Nice. It's one of my this is a message for like where to fall. So I'm hoping that people see it on the, like, as they want to fall down, they'll fall down onto it, and then I think it points down to the next ledge as well. So I'm glad that that message seems to be popping off. There was, when I was upgrading my weapons in between not even episodes, but I guess in between sessions, because I had to take a break in the middle of an episode one day. I was getting so many messages of praise for a little bit. It was really funny. I was just sitting in round table upgrading, and all I could hear was like, "Oh, your message was praised. Your message was praised." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Let's hope this carries forward to when I'm playing the game." And hey, look, it is actually. I do have to wonder if perhaps when you first log in, that's when they populate the world with your messages again. There's no reason to have your world in the, or your messages in the world if you aren't playing, right? The whole point of the appraisal system is to give you a little bit of a benefit to the person who makes the message, a good message, I should say. Like, this is nothing, right? Yeah. It would make sense to me that they only populate the world with messages of people who are actively playing at the moment, or had just logged off, potentially. Or maybe they do log off and that's how they get rid of some messages, because sometimes I will run up to a message and it'll despawn under my feet. These mans just ran out there once I grabbed that item. I can't believe I don't one-shot that nerd. I need another Erdtree blessing. This looks like a place to fall to. I imagine it's just an item here. Dueling shield. Interesting, new type of shield. It's got a shield strike. A thrusting shield, or combined weapon and shield, enables the wielder to attack and guard simultaneously. An armament once used in ritual combat performed to honor the Erdtree, a custom that had somehow remained within the realm of shadow. Cool. What are these? Militiamen gauntlets. I think we've already read that. So I want to check this out, actually. We're even going to put it in our main hand for a sec. Where is it? Oh, is it? Oh, it's all the way at the bottom. All the way at the bottom. All right. Oh, this is actually really cool. And it's like, okay, let me see. Yeah, it looks like you might even be holding your shield out. So you either get some super armor here or actual shield defense. This is really cool. One of my buddies is playing a claw / like fist playthrough now for their second run. I'm almost tempted to do a shield playthrough. Like, that sounds unique to me, because I haven't done that since maybe, I want to say it was Dark Souls 2. They had a shield that was very similar to this one. There was like some dudes in a dark tunnel. That sounds like Dark Souls 2 to me. It sounds like the where you find the king. Can't remember his name now. It ends with Drick. I want to say Roderick, but that's not it. Vendrick? It might be Vendrick. Where's my weapon? Should put away more of these weapons again. I like having a clean inventory, but we're finding so much stuff. The good news is, though, all the stuff we have in our inventory are new, right? So, can we get back up easy? They definitely want you to find that shield. Like, it's so obvious there. I did see an item. Yeah, right here. Do I have to shoot this, maybe? I'm wondering maybe if we lower the statue. How many arrows do we have? Oh, we're running out of arrows. I mean, we have more, but... Also, we switched our weapon. I think this weapon is better for, yeah, one-shots than these nerds. This weapon is better for soft bodies, I'll call them. But anyone who's wearing armor, I probably want to switch to a hammer. Really don't like that sometimes when they're on the ground like that, I just can't hit them. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little curious, so before this episode I googled what are the best strength scaling weapons, and I found an old article, so before the DLC even came out, so there might be more. And the #1 weapon was this sword. So I feel like I was doing something right there, but I was just kind of like looking through to see what some other options are that I might have. I noticed the great sword is also really good, so maybe we should upgrade that and have that as an extra option. I don't know if we'll make it heavy as well. It makes sense to make it heavy in my opinion, but we'll see. But yeah, I'll keep that in mind. There's also a few more special weapons that we might find eventually. I think some of them are boss weapons, so chances are we won't really get the chance to use them much. I do need to go and look at what boss weapons we can make, because we have a fair number of remembrances at the moment. In fact, we have 2 of these. Right, we couldn't make a full Moon Queen remembrance, and then we didn't try to clone the Bloodlord remembrance at all. So we should clone all of these, if I remember correctly, and then we can eat them, because I think there's 2, or not eat them, but there's 2 weapons you can make each. You must have to lower this body, is my assumption. And you know what I'm thinking? We're gonna lower it and it's gonna turn into a shortcut. Maybe that's me thinking too hard about it, but that would be interesting anyway. Okay, so we've not gone down there. There's also this upper path, but I imagine we can't really get over there easily. Also, I didn't really acknowledge this Site of Grace. Did I even touch it? I did not touch the Site of Grace. We got our Erdtree blessing. I abandon here my arm dextral. So it seems like all these messages are just Makilla leaving his body parts places, and then somehow that's turning into the Erdtree fragments. Or maybe that's what this, I don't know. Because I think this is his like symbol, his flag, I don't know. So what are we doing here? Got that bonfire. Looks like there was nothing over here but that item. Oh, there's a path. Since there's a whole path out here, let me just get some eyes on how it looks. Almost fell in the pit. That looks to be a path. Let's go back, double back, and let's see if we can... We definitely can get to this extra floor over here. I don't know if this is the way, but we're trying it. Oh, there's a Crimson Knight here. I'm just running from the knight. It's funny, these a lot of these very powerful knights that they're throwing at you are patrolling, so they want you to be able to avoid them if you know what you're doing. And thankfully I got my Assassin's Approach. This might be my like most used skill. I still like my headcanon. If they have glowing eyes, that means that they killed someone with a lot of souls on them recently. And it wasn't me. Because I recognize we have a lot of these things give you 40,000 souls each. They are Fire Knights, so I kind of have been getting their name correct. Gauntlets of the Fire Knights under Mesmer the Impaler's personal command. Each and every knight hailed from a renowned family of the Erdtree's upper echelons, but were shunned and chased from their homes after pledging allegiance to Mesmer as their master. Message left by Sir Ansbach, addressed to kindred spirits who also pursue Makilla's trail. It would seem that the people of the keep have flooded the holy quarter that leads onward to the Erdtree, barring access. However, there is no route that leads there from this storehouse. Perhaps there's another way to reach the Holy Quarter from somewhere else in this keep. Okay. We did meet Sir Ansbach back there. Is this the Holy Quarter, perhaps? I have to imagine this is where the scatter tree is. I kind of want to go there. Like, that's partly why we're back here. And if it's not, then it might be right here. But I'm not sure about that either. So we gotta find a way out of the storehouse, because there's no way to get to the scatter tree from here. I'm just gonna keep taking out these shadow hollows. Is this, oh. I didn't quite realize this is where we came in from. Or rather, that this is, the actual path. Wait, really? I mean, I don't see a reason to try jumping, but I'm curious. I don't think there was anything up there, though. We will see if there's anything up there when we climb the statue again, I guess. Yeah, I thought the statue would be an alternate path, but it turns out it's just the way. Man, the book. Yo! What's that? Is it Dude Perfect? I'm doing the bottle flip. Not only did I do it once, I did it twice with the books in one roll, so I feel like I'm pretty dang good. Oh, there's just straight up a ladder there. And a Crimson Knight at the top. I'm wondering... Oh, you can just keep going up. Oh, oh! This is sketchy. It doesn't seem like there's anywhere else to go from here. So we'll go up the normal way, I guess. We're a little low on flasks. We're low enough on flasks, and we should eat these souls rather than potentially get them wasted. 30,000, nothing to sneeze at. We'll just do that for the moment. I'm not thinking hard about what I'm doing with my levels. I did notice we have 13 intelligence. Was there a reason why I want to level up my intelligence more? There definitely was, and I can't think of what it was now. Oh, it was because of my my Holy Order blade. Definitely time that the worst possible way. That's what I was hoping for. That's one way to deal with them. That's why I was like, we have to trade. If I can push her off, then all is well. Wait, why did one give us so many souls and this one did not? Maybe there's different levels of those. Okay, you know what? That was pretty cool. I don't like how it despawned everything, but you know, they have to make adjustments as necessary for a game as big as this. Just curious where we're looking out to. Looks like we're looking out towards the southeast. There's Death Mountain in the distance. We can see this plateau right here, but we can't really see beyond it. Try attacking and then, sound. Okay, I didn't think I was gonna get the 2 for there, but I figured I had to take out the 1. Behold, old codger trio. These guys drop Ember of Mesmer, so that's pretty good. We need those. He did it. Getting better at my non-locking on jump attacks. Back inside the Specimen Storehouse. I'm concerned about these guys. I just don't want them casting fire. Surprised that was the end of it. I kind of expected it to be a chain of dudes one after another. What does this message say? It's just coming this way. It's coming right for us. Just taking them out to simplify things. I know they were looking right at me. They're shadows, they'll come back. That's my lore anyway. Okay, so this is the path below. There's the ladder over there, so it's like a floor above us. You know what time it is? You didn't hear that. Wasn't sure if I was getting that R1 in there. The double charge attack doesn't leave a lot of room for an R1. Okay, I was trying to test if it was perhaps my stamina was running out, but I think it's just such a long animation. A little late to be wary of right, I will say that. I would only assume this is a hidden path if there were 0 scrolls in there. But because there are scrolls in the cubbies. That's the rule that they set earlier in Raya Lucaria. If you ever saw a bookshelf without books in it. Again, sometimes the light hits these guys. They look really cool. It's a nice shader effect on them. A nice shader on these shadows, on these shades. But like this guy's almost glowing yellow and silver, right? I mean, they do have like a silver tinge to them. Yeah, you can tell over here it's just like black and silver, but over here, because the light's hitting it. I thought I heard something. It might be upstairs. Okay, you can live. Didn't necessarily mean to do that, but I don't think it's going to be a big deal. This is the first time we've got a foul foot, and it hasn't been a trap. don't know where she went. Oh, she's going down the stairs. It's bad. I think she heard that. Heard that. She is gonna patrol up here, assumingly, because we saw her come down the stairs initially. Are you kidding me? Horrible, horrible dodge. Okay, that was a very bad fight on many regards. Maybe I should have been locked on, I guess. That might have helped the lineup of the sword. Okay, you can't trust them even if they're reading books. Even the nerds are jerks.
Fickle, fidgety little letters. I should wipe you clean off the page. Now, Freya. Don't let it rile you up. Take it slow. Take it slow.
I can't tell.
By my lord, will I ever make sense of this jumble?
I legitimately can't tell if that's an actual NPC that we should be talking to. And there's no messages here to indicate one way or another. Also, that Shadow Hollow saw us, so it's gonna complicate things. Let's go back this way for a moment. She's not going anywhere, I don't think. For why? I don't see a reason to jump just yet. Is this gonna lower the specimen? No, but I think it might make the item accessible. Anyway, there it is down there. I don't quite recall where that is though. It's gotta be pretty early on in the dungeon. So now we have the path, perhaps, that we want to take. Yeah, okay, I remember this bridge. The Site of Grace is over there, although there's probably not an easy way back now. Also, is this just outside? That is just outside. Huh. Maybe there's some place we should have fell. Okay, let's go back.
By my lord, will I ever make sense of this jumble?
I don't know if this guy's even gonna want to attack us. Sorry, I'm just gonna take a sip of my coffee. Don't mind me. I don't really want to attack this guy. And the fact that I can lock onto this lady implies that she's a baddie. And not in a good way.
By my lord.
It's not even her.
Will I ever make sense of this jumble?
Which in hindsight makes a lot of sense. A spirit calculus? What the? Found by hunting horde beasts in the ancient ruin. I had to double check if it was called a calculus, but it is. An exceedingly rare to find calculus suffused with spirituality. Has a distinctive acrid odor, which some claim to be a sign of particular spiritual potency. I'm going to leave a message here because there's no messages. I'm gonna put no friend ahead. Actually, let's even complicate the message a little.
By my lord. Will I ever make sense of this jumble?
Let's try be wary of rushing in, maybe. Yeah, we'll say that. I like so to speak. Even though it's a little wordy. No friend ahead, so to speak, be wary of rushing in. Because people like me might hear that voice
Ever make sense of this jumble?
and assume that something that they fought 10 times already might be a friend. What? I don't know why he didn't do point forward instead of pointing up. That's a really good item too. Not that I'm using them. Okay, so this just leads back down. I think we actually do have to start taking these platforms. Oh, did we not go over here? I guess I got distracted by the NPC. Oh, look at that. This is the person. Oh, this is what's her face?
Will I ever make sense of this jumble?
Cool. She can talk to us, and I can drink some coffee.
Oh. Hello. I'm afraid I'm busy. Curse upon my lack of foresight. I should have asked Ansbach to impart his knowledge when I had the chance.
So this is the warrior girl. She's the one you can summon for the first fight.
I'm afraid I'm busy. Truly. I should have asked Ansbach to impart his knowledge when I had the chance. I'm afraid I'm busy.
Okay, so she wants us to go talk to Ansbach, I'm assuming. This did fit my criteria of being an empty bookshelf, so I was like, whatever, we'll try it. Okay, so what is this bonfire? Storehouse Storehouse, 7th floor, 4th floor, and 1st floor. Also, I might have just ran off the edge there. What's her name? Redmayne Freya. Right, she was the one who worked with Radon, and Ansbach was the one who worked with Moog. Then there was also Moore, who we accidentally killed. Because apparently he's friends with the pests. So I'm sure there's a whole storyline over there that I missed. We're gonna go down for that item, because I feel like most of these enemies are dead. We did sit down, unfortunately, so there's probably gonna be a few Crimson Knights along the way. Gotta say, Crimson Knight, better than Fire Knight as a name. Just gonna put that out there. Okay, so all of these nerds are dead. This is about where we saw... Oh. Is this just it? We saw an item that we missed. Oh, it was right here. Okay, nothing imperative, nothing important. Oh, but here maybe. Ooh, I'm glad we found this, because... Scroll made of white tree bark. You can decipher the scroll, which describes the secret rite of the divine gateway said to be found at the tower enshrouded by shadow. A lord will usher in a god's return, and the lord's soul will require a vessel. Are you saying we need a lord vessel? It's so funny how many weird references there are to other Souls games in this. They're putting them in there to be like, this is part of the lineage, because I'm sure there's people who are like, oh, this doesn't count as a Souls game. It's so easy. You just ride around and, you know. I don't know why people would think that. But I'm sure there are people who do. But there's enough references, subtle or otherwise, to reinforce the idea that perhaps... Trying to figure out, yeah, okay. Perhaps, this game is part of the lineage. Perhaps this is the world that was created after the Dark Souls cycle undid. Ah, she saw us. I guess she did not see us. I don't know. She might see us if we run by, but I'm not taking that chance. She didn't see us at all, but her AI triggered. I think if you like walk towards this platform, it triggers her AI to turn around. But she just happened to turn around in the direction where she did not see us. I like how they have red hair. Also, they have like pale skin as well. The red hair is very much a reference to Mesmer himself. I'm sure we'll see later. Radagon had red hair as well. I'm assuming Mesmer is a son of Radagon. Talisman, the large depiction of a pearlescent or an ancient dragon. Boosts non-physical damage negation by the utmost. Very cool. We're not really using defense trinkets anymore, but it might be a good idea. Eventually, or if it's necessary, I guess. Okay, so we got that item. Was there anything else we might have missed? I'm gonna say no, perhaps. Just wanna look at these guys. Okay. I wasn't sure if they were shades or the militiamen. I guess we'll go back up, or try to anyway. Right, was there no way back up? I do wonder if you make more noise depending on the armor you have. I don't really know one way or the other there. There is a passageway up there. There's clearly a ladder. I'm a little upset that I saw a message saying try jumping. Oh, it worked. It worked and I ran off. They definitely want you doing this, so... Don't think. Like that was designed there on purpose. I'm upset. I went all the way. Ah! I don't want to be doing that, like wasting time on this. But I'm getting better at it, maybe. Don't think. How did you do this? Good job. What? Is there an invisible... Oh, we gotta try again. I swear I made that. Apparently I wasn't perpendicular enough. I'm upset that they put these gravestones here, because they are encouraging this behavior. Oh, there's gravestones over here too, because I was gonna say... This jump is the only jump that doesn't feel real. You know what I mean? Does that make sense to y'all? This jump feels like a glitch. Everything else, like, just feels like get good. Like, that's all reproducible now, so... Not that time. I'm getting a little upset now. Okay, come on. Don't think. Getting a little tilted. I'm concerned. This is clearly not what they want you to do, so I'm pretty sure. I didn't have any speed. Did I not run? It's like I lost all my speed jumping off that edge. And that jump was huge. I'm trying to see if there's a strat for that jump up there. It feels like it's just... You need to get the right angle. Do I need to run when I do it? That seems perhaps folly. Nope. That seems correct. Okay, I'm saying they don't want you doing that. They don't want you to succeed. That was the best attempt at a jump yet. Unfortunately, it means we might have to respawn all the enemies. Did I do it again? Did I say enemies? Respawn all the enemies. I think it sounds weird in the headphones. Enemies. I think it's because my noise gate is a little strong. I don't know. There's also like background noise reduction, so I swear I'm saying enemy, 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 enemy. See an enemy. See, I can say see an enemy, and that's a harder word. Yes, I'm going a little mad, right? Let a Souls player go a little mad. Speaking of, I guess we're going up here now. A little upsetting, but it's okay, because I think we're just going up. This is not where we want to be. I think we're just going up the rafters or whatever. For some reason, I thought the jump was right here. Is it? No, it's much higher. Okay, back to the 7th floor. Aw, this sucks though, because everything's gonna be respawn. Also, she wants us to talk to Sir Ansbach. Maybe we do go back. Ah, man. Let's go talk to him first. This area is cool. I always like complex libraries in Souls games. So I'm glad to see there's one here. Also, the aesthetic of having like a lot of stone. I don't know if we got that saw already. We did. A lot of stone tablets instead of just books everywhere. I think it adds to the idea of how ancient this library might be. Oh, right, it's this guy.
What could they possibly have in mind? The implications.
Okay, let's tell him about Freya's
Freya
thing.
by the gods. She must be feeling the need to reaffirm her allegiance before she heads to war. A true Redmane she is, hardly troubled by the rot, but no one is without their shortcomings. She has a hard road ahead. It does make one think. Perhaps our concerns are but two sides of the same coin.
Okay. This might be a mistake, but we're gonna do it.
Well, what's this?
I don't completely trust this guy.
Yes, I should have known. Even the truth was itself mere folly. As if using Lord Moog to gain entrance to the Land of Shadow were not enough, he plans to use his corpse as the vessel of his king consort.
Oh.
He has forsaken Lord Moog's soul. He desires only his empty shell.
Oh.
Beggars belief, but I'm afraid Tentamicola fails to grasp the humiliation implied by this act. One thing is certain. My dear lord deserved better.
Huh.
Righteous tarnished. You have my gratitude. You have given me the answers I needed, but I can hardly fathom it. Such folly. Unto the end. I am a warrior, but I've aged. I cannot afford to act hastily. Curse it all. I know my limits. I could spend the rest of my life honing my craft, and still that creature would be out of my blade's reach.
Which creature? Mikola?
The absolute folly of it.
Okay, so he revealed that Lord Moog's corpse is perhaps going to be used to return the Shadow Tower or something. Like, it needs to have a lord in order for the Shadow Tower. Do I still have that piece of lore, or did I actually just give it to him? Looks like I just gave it to him. That scroll. Oh well. It does seem like he might not be a bad guy necessarily, though he did serve Moog. He probably has his own shades of gray, much like every other character in a Dark Souls game. But his answer to that made me feel a bit better. about his character, I suppose. There's definitely something over there. I don't really want to re-explore this area. That was the worst fight. Okay, that's just a message, right? I was worried it was another item. That was a good item, though. Did we end up going up there? That I cannot recall, so... Time is it? Approaching an hour soon. No, I've not been up there. I'm just letting this guy hit me. I can't dodge that for anything, for the life of me. They really don't want you going over here, eh? Okay, so there's a place over there we haven't found. These dang old codgers. Why does it feel like a dirty word to say? Why does this look so weird behind it? It's like a lighting glitch. I think the ones with the staffs are literally just healers. This is directly above that. The room. Wait, maybe if we fall on the bookshelf? No, it's not tall enough. There's also an item up there. That's the ladder area. Man. I don't like rewarping repeatedly because we're just respawning all the enemies again and again. I think we were just over here. We were literally just over there. Well, this time we'll run it though. I think we can do it. We don't have too many souls, so I'm not too concerned about it. I did think that... Okay, very bad roll. I did think that this would be a shortcut, but it's clearly not. Taking all the wrong paths. Is that even the way? I guess it's not. Unless you get up there. a little too many of these dudes for my liking, but we handled it. There's another one, even. Just eat that fire. Okay, there's the path, maybe. I see someone trying to jump up there. You know, I'm surprised that one of my first inclinations wasn't just to jump on this thing. Okay. Now let's go back to Redmane Freya.
I'm afraid I'm busy. I'm afraid, truly. I should have asked.
Really? Got nothing new to say. There's an item over there. Okay, this is where we want to fall. This is where we saw the Spirit Ash. We can't get over there. Okay, so we can fall here. Relative safety. I don't know what's going on over there. That man's just upset. I'm hoping there wasn't another path that we could have took if we didn't hit the lever, but not gonna think too hard about that. This is a very cool area. This person's gonna throw fireballs at us.
By my lord, will I ever make sense of this jumbo?
It sounds like she's saying jumbo. I'm not one to talk about mispronounced words though. Even when I'm not mispronouncing them on purpose. What? This is down where that first mage is, so I very much don't see the point of going down there. Here, though, yes, this is definitely a place. We're full on all of our stuff, so we don't need to use a cotton or anything. There is a bat down here. I'm hoping this will lead down to the other area. Impenetrable thorns. Summons the Erdtree's impenetrable thorns from the earth. Sorcery of those who abandoned the practice incantations after devout faith rewarded them only with despair. The image of the twisted Erdtree is an edict. Denounce their ways, do them harm, for they have abandoned us. But we can use this. This might be something we use. It requires 24 faith.
By my lord,
Oh, please.
will I ever
Lady.
make sense of this jumbo?
This jumbo. Are we stuck here? Sorta seems like we might be stuck here. I was really hoping this would lead to the other room we were looking at. It's not that big of a deal to go back to the 7th floor here and work our way back, but We do have to wait for this Crimson Knight. She saw us. Please, continue on your path. I got a text message. Okay. Try this again.
By my lord, will I ever make sense of this jumble?
Got a stake of America here. She's not headless nor armless. I had a feeling
Lord,
about this
will I ever make sense of this jumble?
this revelation, in that we're gonna have to hit the switch again maybe, and it'll give us access to new areas. I noticed there's a door here. I noticed you cannot get through it. Where did I see the Grace ahead? Grace ahead and then strong foe ahead. I don't know if that's true, because I'm seeing a strong foe right there. It do be a tower. Where even is that? Okay, so that's the barrier wall, that's the tower. This is the tower right here, and this is the Erdtree right here, is it not? It does look like it's not that far away. I am kind of like looking directly at it. This look like thorns to me.
By my lord.
Oh please, Freya. I'm trying to help you and
Jumble.
you ain't having it. Let's do this. Make this fight easier. Definitely don't want to be at range for these fire casters. Was hoping they'd get staggered pretty easily with the buff that we have. And it seems to be the case. That was easy enough. Didn't have to see half their moveset. Winged Serpent Helmet. And the Flame Spear, which we saw them use. The Flame Spear is a skill of Kood, captain of the Fire Knights, ready weapon for a thrusting attack, and unleash a Spear of Flame straight ahead. Usable on thrusting weapons, except for claws and blades. We got the Lightning Talisman +3. And Winged Serpent Helm enhances Fire Knight skills. Helm of Kood, captain of the Fire Knights, a winged serpent perches atop it. The Winged Serpent is a token creature of Mesmer's military forces. It is a wise friend which keeps the base serpent at bay and holds its power in check. Okay, enhances Fire Knight skills. Do we have Fire Knight skills? I'm assuming no. But the idea is nice, I guess. Grace ahead? Another Queen America statue. This time with her head lopped off. We got a fragment. So we got a piece of a level up there. We did get our grace. Oh, grace. We don't necessarily need it. 200,000 souls though. I really like how this cloak looks when I'm opening the door. Oh, this is just a boss, isn't it? I'm gonna drink some coffee. Read this text message.
Mongrel intruder.
Hi.
That tarnished, it seemeth.
Do you have grace in your eyes? Do you see grace?
Mother, wouldst thou truly lordship sanction?
I was gonna say, we haven't seen...
So bereft of light.
We haven't seen the snake. Is this Mesmer?
Yet, my purpose standeth unchanged. Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death.
Man's got some snakes. He's got a snake between his legs. What's going on there?
In the embrace of Mesmer's flame.
So he thinks we're working under America. Little does he know, I'm more of a Ronnie stan. Alright, GG.
Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death. In the embrace of Mesmer's flame.
He sure impaled me. Mesmer the Impaler. Mesmer the Penetrator. Mesmer the... Effer? Okay. We had a lot of souls in there. I don't think we're getting them back anytime soon, unfortunately. Let's... Trying to figure out where the switch is. It's gotta be around here, right? Actually, it might be easier to drop down from above. Yeah, it's up here. So now that we have a warp at the top, I think the switch is over there. I don't know where I expected Mesmer to be, but for some reason I didn't expect them up here. I think we might have a chance, but I'm gonna have to learn the moveset for sure. So it's gonna take a while. It seemed like we did enough damage to give me unfounded confidence, my favorite. Can we hit this switch again? Because it's kind of key to what I'm got going on around here. We can't. So then what do we do? There's pieces we're missing. And by pieces, I mean like there's a few areas we have not gone to. I suppose we can have a look right now. Yeah, I knew I didn't trust you. Just get a look-see around here. Around here. So I'm saying on like these upper floors, I think we're done, and the lower floors, I think we've done enough as well. But I think there's one like alcove we haven't been to. Doesn't help that the light is despawning as I get farther away. Like there's a path back there underneath this floor that we didn't figure out. How do we get over here? We did get that item. This is where we had to fall Wait, how did we get over here? Gotta say, I'm pretty good at navigating worlds and games, but when they add a lot of verticality, that's when it's like, can't see anything. I feel like we've not even been in that room.
By my lord, will I ever make sense of this jumble?
So Freya's in the room over there. Yeah, we haven't even been over there. I almost fell to my death. Okay, that was just the enemy that we killed, dropped some loot. That's the secret room. Don't really want to do this all over again. I guess there's not a lot to do. And I'm wondering, like, do we platform up here and then drop down up there? But that doesn't even seem like a place to go.
Lord, will I ever make sense of this jumble?
There's clearly more. Yeah, there's even enemies up there. So I'm wondering if we have to take out Mesmer, and that'll give us access to more. It doesn't seem obvious if that's the case. I'm sorry for my meandering, but it's confounding me a little. And there's an item way up there. Oh well. Maybe if we kill Mesmer, we can hit another lever or something, and it'll give us even more access upstairs. Because the world is designed with so many sites of grace, they can do stuff like that lever doesn't ever need to be reset, so you don't need to think about it like a puzzle, you know? Let's give this another attempt. I don't even know where our souls are. There they are. Okay, that's the grab. Okay, he's got a stab, multiple stabs. 1543 on a jump.
Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death.
I'm assuming we don't want to use fire against him. That doesn't seem right. I'm also assuming he's going to be strong against holy. We want to go back up here. We should give an attempt with the holy weapon though. And also start using our good stuff. Our good. Our drank. Very much mistimed that. What else is new? $15.64. That's what I was hoping for. Eat that. I'm surprised I'm alive.
Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Mesmer's flame.
All right. Chug the rest of the coffee. Let's give this some real attempts here. Two and a half jump attacks, and we'll get a stagger in, it seems. Unless he kills me right away. I keep trying to go for these souls. It's a mistake, I know. This is Stab City.
Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Mesmer's flame.
No defense for me there. I honestly, what happened is I looked over to my Discord. People are talking. And not my Discord, but the Discord I'm in, I guess. So, should not have been reading about that. Glanced like a chat. I still don't know the timing on that attack.
Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Mesmer's flame.
I do wish... I don't know. I don't know what I wish. It sucks to get 2 hit no matter what, because you don't see what's going on. Like, you can't learn the fight when you die in 2 hits. That's kind of how I'm feeling about that. This is Stab City.
Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all.
Okay, so he's got a delayed 1, delayed 2.
Of Mesmer's flame.
I dodged too early. Hello? Pick up the dang souls. These souls are gonna get me killed so many times.
Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Mesmer's flame.
I wish there was a way to just get your souls out of here, but I guess the way is to use one of those branches. It's only a couple levels, so I'm not too heartbroken about it, but... This, I think, does less damage if we use the buff on the weapon, but... It actually does more damage, apparently.
Those stripped of the grace of
okay, the
gold
souls are
shall
gone.
meet death in the embrace of Mesmer's flame.
I honestly should have just let the souls rot in the first place. That's kind of what I let there, or did on purpose there. Just because it's not helping the start of the fight. We cannot be scrambling for our souls every time. We need to get the jump attacks in here.
Those stripped
We've
of
not
the
even
grace
seen
of
this
gold shall
attack.
all meet death in the embrace of Mesmer's flame.
So he's got one of those, I'm assuming, Smith Scribe weapons, I believe they're called. Because he can throw his weapon and then it reforms in his hand again. Well, not how you want to start the fight, but it's a way to start the fight.
Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Messmer's flame.
I feel like I'm gonna get real sick of hearing that one. Definitely give this a fair number of attempts, but I don't want this video to go too much longer. Per usual, I need a break. That's the delayed one too. If you can... That's the grab. That's the grab. I just die.
Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death.
You just die.
In the embrace of Messmer's flame.
Turns out if you get grabbed, you just die. I was gonna say, do we have one of these? We do. I'm doing it. Now let's see how much damage we do. $1647. An additional 50 damage.
Those stripped of the grace of
That was the double,
in
the delayed double.
Messmer's flame.
That delayed spear stab at the end is, it's like 2.5 beats of delay.
Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Messmer's flame.
Oh, I just realized his snakes have wings. It is the winged serpent, as referenced by the sword or the helmet description we just read. I wonder if that's a reference to him being seduced by the devil to betray Queen America, who is for all intents and purposes the Christian god. That's quite the combo. I'm glad I completely missed my jump attack. That's very cool. I love when I do that. Man, he just keeps stepping forward on that stab. It makes sense, but...
Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death.
I'm getting very
in the
greedy with it.
embrace
I'm
of
trying
Messmer's flame.
some silly tactics. We need to phase him. Because if we go through this little bit without phasing him, then... Cool. I love to get hit by both of those attacks. It's my favorite. I still don't know his moveset enough. GG?
Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Messmer's flame.
He one-shots you with the grab. Even with a blessing times 12? Times 12. Not sure about that one. Don't get grabbed. That's the name of the game. Also, let's dodge this attack. That thing that you just didn't do, let's try it next time. I was gonna say, at least he's laggy after the grab, but he ain't. At least with
the grace of gold shall all meet death.
some of his delays, if you stay on the ground, you can actually just wait it out, then roll and punish, although I don't think it's a guaranteed punish. Chances are you're gonna get hurt after. I did not buffer that.
Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet
Did I not drink up? I
in the
did. It was there,
embrace
wasn't it?
of Messmer's flame.
I thought 3 jump attacks is what it takes. I thought it was so delayed on my roll there, and it's even less delayed. That was only like 2 jump attacks. I guess because they were quicker together. Is this him phasing?
Those stripped of the grace of
That was
gold
the
shall all
delayed stab again.
in the embrace of Messmer's flame.
Okay, one more decent attempt. I do need to go. I need to refresh myself, so... It sucks that I'm wasting so much time on this buff with this opening animation.
Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Messmer's flame.
Even the grab is ridiculously delayed. I know some people are also not a fan of the delayed attack boss design that this game reinforces. But it's because they're punishing rollers. Dude, he gets so much distance on that jump. I was praying for times like these. Yep. That all just happened. Okay, so it does 1497 when it's not buffed, which is key to know because it's not going to be buffed as much as you want it to be. You literally can't even run from the stabs. I straight up just ran backwards. And he stabbed me through it. Okay, I'm going to take a break now because I need to take a break. But I imagine we're probably just going to jump in and try some more. I have to. It seems like a thing to do. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, click that like button, subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye, folks.